I'm making fake fridge pickles. These are about 2 pounds of tiny little Kirby's. I like the teeny tiny ones. And I just have this container. These are fake, so these are not going to be fermented. So I put in about this much. This is a small batch, so put about this much black pepper. Black pepper. This is the really important one. This is a handful of coriander. A little bit of dried red pepper flake. I put in just a teeny tiny pinch of celery seed. You don't have to. A few bay leaves. About half the amount of the coriander that you used in mustard seed. Lightly crack a few cloves of garlic. You don't want to smush them too much. You just want to crack the skin, but you don't have to peel them, so you can leave them in the skin and then just smash something on top of it, but not too much, otherwise they'll be too garlicky. Now, no matter what size container you're using, you want to add the water. So this is about 2 cups here, and I'm going to add another 2 cups. So I haven't put my other 2 cups of water in yet, but the ratio to these pickles, no matter what size container you use for these fake fridge pickles, is 1 tablespoon of kosher salts per cup of water that you use, plus 1 bonus tablespoon of salts. So this smaller container, I'm going to have 4 cups of water. I'll have 5 tablespoons of salt, and then to that I'm going to add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar to each one. It's the kosher salt. So I've added 4 tablespoons of kosher salt, and now here's my 5th one, and I'm going to use the remaining water to rinse out the salts, and then I'll put in the vinegar. Alright, the rest of the water's in. You have to use kosher salts because it's not as salty when you add everything, and you have to use distilled white vinegar. Don't use any weird vinegar like apple cider vinegar or wine vinegar or anything. It's got to be distilled white vinegar and kosher salts. Just like with the salt, I put 4 tablespoons in, and here's my bonus tablespoon of plain white vinegar. And then you don't really stir it like this. What you actually do is just put the lid on, shake it up, and in about 3 or 4 days, these will taste like half-sour pickles. You want to keep shaking them gently to move them around, because some are uncovered, but you can see they dunk. And that's Evan's fridge pickles. So yeah, this was a small container with just like 2.5 pounds of cucumbers, which were only 79 cents a pound. And I shook up the container after adding everything, and to make sure all the salt's dissolved and all the vinegar is dispersed. So, and as I said, in a couple days, these should start tasting like pickles.